One of our Polish viewers asked us how I do clean up castings. You see, this one's particularly nasty. It's come out of the parts washer, and I was just about to blast it, and I thought, oh, what an ideal time to do a video. So you can see what it's like now. Now I put my earmuffs on because I got the vacuum cleaner drawing air out of this cabinet and to clear off the light dust. So it might be a bit difficult to film, but let's have a go. Never know anyway, it might work. But let's see if we can see down here. Now I don't know if you can, maybe, because I can't see the screen, but let's start it up and do a little bit. Like I say, I started on this before, but it might be a bit too dusty. Gloves. All they need is gloves. There you go. Very, very quick. Now, this is running at 80 psi, and I've left the bolts in. I've stopped sand getting into the bolts, into the threads. So cleaning up Land Rover gearboxes is probably the worst jobs, because these boxes get hot and everything sort of sticks to them. But it soon comes off. A lot better than using a wire brush. So there's the casting after sandblasting. Now we're going to put it in the vapor blaster and see what it cleans out like. But I just wanted to show you that. Like I said, don't put anything wet. If it's come out of the parts washer to get the grease off first, don't use the sand because it'll clog it up. The sand will all clog up. There's a fog of sand in the air down there. That's because I didn't have the vacuum on. So there's our casting. Now we're going to put it into the vapor honing machine, vapor blaster, whatever you want to call it. And this is where the magic happens. It's a kind of magic. Right, let me see if we can get this camera around here a bit better. Now I've modified this as well, because I put a toughened glass on it, put a windscreen wiper on it, silicone hoses. The silicone hoses in this respect work very, very well because the water and the glass beads are pressurized, so the hose doesn't kink. This is running on at 40 pounds air pressure. So we get our gloves on. These gloves, again, they're an upgrade on the originals. And let's polish that up. The nice thing about this machine is that if you've got dirt that's in a corner and you can't quite get it out, you can bounce the beads off and something else and it gets them in, gets them there. I think the beads in this need changing because they don't last forever, but so it doesn't take very long. Now's the time to look around, see if you've missed a few bits. There's a few bits now. This casting was particularly bad because there's a lot of burnt stuff on it. But we use a sandblaster first to get the thick dirt off, because you don't want to be filling your bead blaster, wet bead blaster, full of dirt and rust and oil, because this recirculates all the time. It doesn't go out like the sand does, it doesn't get washed away. And like I said, the results are kind of pleasing because you're not messing about. You're not messing about with wire brushes and things like that. And you'll just keep looking at things and seeing bits you've missed. So now we've got a water. We want to wash it down. Yeah, you see there's a bit I missed there, look, so we'll give that a go. You must wash all the beads out. Winter time's a great time for doing this because I can put these on top of the stove and they dry out and then all the beads just fall out, but you've got to really make sure everything is washed off. What's that like? The light's a little bit deceiving, but it's not too bad. It's pretty good. So let's take it out, wash it down again. And then, oh look, you see, there's a washer in there that came off. Once the part's outside, wash off the water and as much beads as you can. Now be careful of this thing, that's why it's down on the floor so the beads don't bounce back in your eyes. They are nasty. So, that's the sort of finished article. It looks kind of nice. It's wet, but you know, it's shiny because it's wet, but it's certainly cleaned it up better than acid dipping and things like that. So, well, I don't think you can clean aluminium. You know, in the old days we used to paint them, but now it's just as easy like that, and then they're easy to clean afterwards. And not that you go into your car and clean off your transfer case every week. You should though. Right, so this is the next day. There's the casting we were doing. It's come up kind of nice. All the bolts have been taken out, put on a bar, sandblasted again, zinc coated with a zinc paint, Walter zinc paint, very, very good, so they don't go rusty. All the holes, thread holes have been tapped out and blown out with a gun like this that goes right down deep inside. It's most important to get as many glass beads out as you can. That's why I dry them on the stove overnight, or in the summertime leave them outside and they'll dry. One particularly nasty place is here. There. See this hole here, which is blanked off here? That can fill up with glass beads, and it really does make your job difficult when you're assembling it, because even if you get like 3 or 4 down there, it's grunchy. So a gun like this in the thread holes. Now also, like I said, I've tapped out all the threads. I put a tap in the drill and just whiz them all out. And the reason for that is to take out any silicone and any Loctite. And then when you put your bolts in, the new Loctite, they're nice to go in.